Well, first of all, there was about a 6-hour-long meeting that took place, and this resulted in an agreement of the servicing of land. What are your views on this?
Well, I think the President set some new standards for us all, and the government, of course. First of all, they made a clear distinction between party interest and national interest. They dealt with the party issues on a separate occasion, and then on Friday we had the national issues. Also, the fact that the President was brave enough to recognize that we have these problems in the country, that it needs attention, and that the AR group brought it under our attention. You know, that they broke a lot of new grounds, informing us of the corruption, the issues of development and the role that developers are playing, as well as the fact that urban land is really our problem and not so much agricultural land. And the President reacted very favorably to it, even before Friday, but I think we are all very proud of the way in which he dealt with it on Friday.
Indeed. There was so much tension. I think everybody felt it with anticipation building up to this deadline that the AR had given government. Do you think a crisis has been averted?
Definitely, definitely. And I must commend the guys of AR as well, that they got what they wanted. They wanted a thorough investigation, not necessarily land on the 31st of July. And they backed off. And I think we should commend them for that as well.
That's right. Well, right from the start, the emphasis of government was always that a dialogue needs to be had between themselves and AR. What are your views on this?
Well, I think that's the way forward. You know, the government could have easily just ignored the people, say, well, the party has dealt with them, let us just go on with our lives. The fact is that the issues they've brought to the table, whether we like their actions or not, the issues they brought to the table are obviously issues of the country and for the country to be dealt with. And that the President recognized from the beginning. So this was just a continuation of his good start, I would say, and I think which ended in a very good result.
Yes, it did. What are some of the lessons that you think us as a nation and government, and I think the AR movement as well, what are some of the lessons that can be learned from this saga?
Well, first of all, listen to one another. Everybody's got a role to play. Secondly, that the government is there to listen to the people. I think the President did something very brilliant to open his door for whosoever has a big idea, a new idea, and have problems. People having problems. So this, first of all, very important. Also, I think, which I mentioned earlier, the whole distinction between party interest and government interest clearly came to the fore here, which we can again commend the President for, and the party as well. I remember Thursday the party issued a statement, the Secretary General, that this is now out of the hands of the party. We now deal with a national issue. Great way of thinking. And a great platform for the way forward. May I just say that we shouldn't think that everything is well now. The hard work begins. You know, the issues that the government need to deal with now is, well, how are we going to make land available at an affordable price for the poorest of the poor? And there's a lot of ideas already on the table, which I think the government has already taken notice of, and it now needs to be transformed into policies. And I'm excited to look at these 3 pilot projects that will start very soon.